Welcome back, everybody, to our second match of Starladder Europe. It is time for Empire to look to get their second win for today. They're going up against a slightly easier opponent. They took down Alliance, and now they're going to be up against Aware Gaming. And, well, once again, joining me is my fellow Australian. It's going to be Baseskip. How are you doing, Baseskip?
Doing pretty well. Looking forward to some more Empire in action, honestly.
Yeah, these guys are fun to watch. Even when they're, like, stomping opponents left, right, and center, they just play with, like, such cohesion, and they always have such purpose moving around the map, and it's really a sight to see. So I enjoy watching them play, even the one-sided games.
Yeah, they remind me sort of what was it? Maybe pre-TI2 Tongfu with, like, the mind meld team fights that they had going on. So it's a little bit of what I'm seeing here as well. So always fun to watch Empire. And they chewed up a bunch of their... Oh, are we on the draft yet?
Yeah,
or are we still on?
I just got into the draft.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. I'm never sure. I'm never checking the overlays. I'm not on the stream. But they actually chewed up a whole bunch of their bonus time on the first two picks because I think they felt a little bit spoiled for choice. The Lycan gets banned out, but they haven't really been playing any Ember Spirit. I think they played it once last week, and that's about it. 2 times total for this patch. So the Invoker made it through, AA made it through, and they did have to sit there and ponder for a second, like, what exactly do we want here? But we are going to be seeing some Invoker, and I'm always excited to see Resolution on Invoker.
Yeah, and Aware with a Nyx like first pick Centaur of all things as well was definitely that's where Empire really probably got caught by surprise. Like they were probably expecting an AA or an Invoker there, and well, we'll see exactly how this works out because right now Aware have 2 kind of melee heroes in the front lines. They don't match up that well against Invoker or Dazzle. I feel. I mean, sure, Nyx Assassin can look to burst them down. He's got the mana burn. He's got the great ganking potential, but this laning stage for Aware Gaming just doesn't look too strong or scary right now.
Yeah, and if it ends up being, especially a Clauswex Invoker, they're going to have to jump him first in the fights. Otherwise, if the Centaur or the Nyx Assassin get mana burned, that's just it for them for the rest of the fight. So initiation is going to be super important. And to that end, how quickly this Centaur can pick himself up a Blink Dagger. I don't know if we're going to be seeing both a core Centaur and a core Nyx, both because that's a lot of overlapping initiation, and Nyx Assassin isn't going to handle mid too well against the Invoker. So I guess just the support Nyx coming out here from Aware.
Yeah. Or, I mean, a few teams would be doing, like, the safe lane farming Centaur, but not a big fan of that. Empire now pick up a Luna as well. This is a smart choice. Obvious BKB candidate, which is what you kind of want against Centaur as well as Nyx Assassin. A hero that does well against just melee heroes in general. And I think this is a smart carry choice for Team Empire.
And super painful if you play, or for the offlaner, if you play it right as far as the Luna's positioning. If you make sure that you're always close enough to your support to have the Lunar Blessing up while he's chipping away at the Centaur and zoning him out, that little bit of extra kick really adds up over time.
Yep. Well, Aware Gaming, they need definitely some ranged presence here to go with their lineup, and that's where Empire ban out the AA support. See exactly what Aware look to get instead. Heroes like Rubik still in the pool as well, so there's still plenty of options. But they go for a Shadow Demon for now, so get what's going to be likely the support duo, the Shadow Demon Nyx Assassin, unless they are going to run one of those heroes in like a mid lane or farming role.
Yeah, interesting support combo. I have to say, nice roaming potential, definitely. But I don't know about the Shadow Demon. I guess it's nice against the Luna. You disrupt, you get some illusions of your own with Glaives, with Lunar Blessing. Always nice to have.
I think Shadow Demon is situationally still really strong. Like there was a game, it was earlier today where it was against the TA. It was in the Titan vs Execration series, and Shadow Demon just completely wrecked this TA because TA got kited around for days, and it's one of those things where against certain kind of physical damage heroes like Lifestealer TA can really do well, but can also really struggle. And we see Aware go into an Alchemist, so Shadow Demon Alchemist synergize pretty well. You can easily set up the Alchemist stun. But the big hero that I see picked up is Empire picking up the Clockwork from Mag. This is one of Empire's most played heroes this patch, I believe you were mentioning to me earlier today.
Yeah, wow. The most. And a 76% win rate to boot. I
mean, well, what, 76%?
Yeah.
Well, they've won like 80% of their games, so that means Clockwork's actually bad for them. Like, if you're winning 80% of your games and you're only 76% with Clockwork, that hero you should not be going for.
Yeah, bit of a gap.
No.
But I just don't quite know how these Aware heroes are ever going to engage into the cogs in an EMP It's gonna be
What
such a
is
hard
this
life.
draft? Like that's what I find myself asking. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what Aware is trying to do here.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself. Is Solo Mid Alchemist a thing for Europe
Not
or
really. No, it's
okay?
that's like Vici Gaming and no one else really.
And pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
I
guess
think we see
mid Nyx Assassin.
Shadow Demon Alchemist definitely roam well together, and I would
Mhm.
prefer to see a Shadow Demon Alchemist Centaur tri lane with Nyx in the off lane than like a carry Alchemist with Nyx Shadow Demon support. Maybe it is the Solar Mid Alchemist that you mentioned though. It is definitely possible.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I don't really know the first thing about Aware Gaming. I recognize a couple of the players from casting Starladder previously, but that's about it. So I can't really give any insight onto what trends they've been picking up on. What's been working for them so far. They don't have the best record,
No.
admittedly.
I've cast them a few times. The big player to look out for is Lolik, who's kind of like their playmaker solo mid type player, but he hasn't really got any playmaker type heroes. Like there's no Puck for him. He plays a bit of Ember Spirit as well. There's no Ember Spirit, so a bit limited as far as actual explosive heroes go.
And Empire round things out with a Sand King, so it just even more initiation. The hero's great with zero cost Blink Dagger and being able to jungle up that Blink Dagger in pretty much less than 10 minutes as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice pickup overall. And Empire's lineup looking pretty scary. Aware's lineup, maybe it'll all come together with this last piece of the puzzle, but I'm still a little bit puzzled, in all honesty.
What puts it together, do you think?
The one thing that they could maybe do, and they could look to run something like the Centaur solo on the safe lane up against the Clockwork. That should be all right. And then try and cobble together a potential aggressive tri lane if they're feeling confident. And as soon as the Centaur hits 6, it's super similar to a Nature's Prophet where you pop the Stampede, get the buff up on your entire tri lane, they charge in, and they're able to wipe out the opposing tri lane. So it means even if you're only trading up until that point and just keeping the Luna down and preventing the Sand King from jungling, that can be the big turning point. Very similar to Wrath of Nature coming up on the Nature's Prophet. So that's maybe an option, but I don't know if they're looking at that right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out soon enough what their last pick is going to be. So many heroes that can be run in different positions, like Nyx, support, off lane, mid, Alchemist, mid, carry, support, Centaur, mostly in the off lane, but you could see him as a safe lane farmer. Doesn't really go anywhere else too well, but yeah, Aware Gaming, plenty of options up their sleeves, and we'll find out just soon enough what it's going to be. But definitely Empire, very well-rounded draft. Heroes they do well with, heroes they play a lot. We talk about the Clockwork, they also love and play a lot of Dazzle. Invoker, always a hero that Resolution has played well at the same time, so it'll be a scary draft to go up against. Generally, I think Resolution goes for the Exort build on Invoker, but we'll see if that's going to be the case here. They go last pick Night Stalker. I don't think this was the glue to bring their lineup together, to be honest.
No, it's another extremely
melee.
extremely mana-dependent melee heroes against Cogs and probably EMP. Resolution plays a really mean Quaswex Invoker, and I think he was one of the first people that was picking it up straight away as soon as the new patch was out. So I think that's probably the game plan here.
Yeah. Well, all right, we'll get ourselves into the game soon enough. Apparently, Vangsko was saying that apparently Resolution is afraid of Lolik. So,
Okay.
definitely watch out for Lolik. He's going to be playing on the Night Stalker, so possibly that 1v1 mid matchup between those two players. But pause comes out. Looks like one of the players just needs a quick reboot. But 4 melee heroes, all of which are mana dependent. And yeah, I think you're definitely right. Resolution probably going to go for that Quaswex build.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
It's a better like defensive build as well, and against 4 melee heroes, they're going to look to kind of go for that like face rush kind of style. I mean, Night Stalker leading the charge, Shadow Demon Alchemist going for ganks as well, and that's where Tornado is one of your best skills to use defensively, as well as having a Ghost Walk up your sleeve is always fantastic. So definitely looks like a good Quaswex build. They don't really need the damage output from him. That's going to come from the Luna. Sand King as well to some extent. Once Sand King gets levels, as well as a Blink Dagger, and Mag can also give some good initiation, so it doesn't really feel like we need to see an Exort Invoker.
Yeah, the Tornado is fantastic against Stampede, great against initiation in general, and you can always, with the Quaswex build, take your point and exhort whenever you start to feel that you need the Ice Wall and the Deafening Blast to try and make even more space in fights. So, yeah, that's probably the go here. And it looks like Orange is back for Aware, so get underway soon.
Cool. Yep, reconnected. Just needs to pick his hero up and get things underway. Aware Gaming, they're heavy underdogs coming into this series. That goes without saying, but hey, they'll give it their all. I think Aware Gaming doing pretty well in, there's like a Tech Labs qualifier for the LAN finals going on now, and I think they're in the next KZ qualified, and it's Aware versus Virtus Pro to decide who's going to be the final team to qualify for the LAN, but they're getting some good experience. They're playing together a lot. We'll quickly introduce them as well, since some of you viewers at home may not be aware and familiar with this team. It is going to be Lolik playing on the Night Stalker. We see YMH. I think that's Yamaha playing the Alchemist. We're going to have Roger playing the Shadow Demon. We have Nyx Assassin being played by Stress. Is that Stress? Yeah. And then finally we're going to have Zako playing the Centaur in the offlane.
Yep. And meanwhile for Empire, we've got Mag handling the offlane Clockwork. Heading towards mid, we've got Resolution on his Invoker. Definitely looking like a Quaswex build from him. Just the Phase Boot Rush coming up. We've got Always Wanna Fly on the Sand King. Has a smoke to start things out, so maybe see movement towards mid fairly early on. Dazzle's going to be handled by Vanscore. And finally, we have Silent over on the Luna.
Yep. Also being pulled to Tango here. And early sentry drop by Aware in this bottom lane. Just making sure they have the detection, possibly for Mag if he puts the Observer Ward there. But it looks like he's going to maybe... Is he going to put on this cliff here? The spot which you often see offlaners use if they don't think they can get that Observer Ward down in the tree. So he is going to go for that spot. This Observer Ward's nice because you can scout out this medium camp here so you know when they're going for a double pull. Oh, wow. Oh, Empire's found him with a 3-hero rotation. Oh, first blood going Empire's way. As there we go. Dota 2 sounds back on.
And for the dark moon.
For Salamene.
Centaur, these incredulous pings. He's like, why on earth? Oh, and can I do it? Yeah, there we go. Why on earth were the Dazzle and the Sand King there? Like I was so safe. I was fine. I was just checking the Zerman urn to make sure that nothing weird was happening. But Empire catch him out, and nice first blood for them. Great start to the game.
Invis Rune will spawn bottom. That will be picked up by Stress. He's going to go bottom with this Invis Rune probably. But Mag, he's not even interested in going out in lane. He's just going to block in as many creeps as possible. Wait till the wave can push down towards his tower, and well, he'll just leave these creeps as trapped in as possible. Creep wave coming his way, so Mag pretty much guaranteed some last hits and farm in this off lane.
Yeah, and the Aware support's seeing this. Yeah, they're going to immediately just go, well, hopefully stack the camp and then pull it and start getting this lane going. Nope, okay, support's just going to drift back into the lane and not do a heck of a lot against the Clockwork.
Yeah. Hey man, Alchemist got to deny. That counts for something. Not that you deny much experience. No. Not the best start for this this trial. It is going to be a farming Alchemist. So haven't seen a carry Alchemist in a long time. Something different for once at least.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Already the first point in greed, so very little kill potential against this Clockwork. I don't think there's any way for the Clockwork to know, though, so he's still going to play defensively as if it were Unstable Concoction. Yamaha's being very greedy here.
Well, top lane, we are going to see Centaur getting slowed up by Poison Touch. Doesn't look like the follow-up's going to reach. Luna's nearby, but doesn't have the chasing potential there. Luna with boots already. And Silent, yeah, he's off to a great start with that first blood gold going his way. When you get like that faster first blood, it's almost where you want to just go for like a phase boots Luna, just for that extra killing potential in the laning stage. But we'll see. Maybe just goes for a standard treads type build. 2-minute rune going to spawn bottom. That will be picked up by Mag. Double damage rune. He can't really do too much with this one, and Roger will scout him out from the high ground.
Yeah, Empire already just getting so much more out of the map. They stacked at 52 seconds into the game. They ran their first pull, so a little bit of extra experience for the supports. Mag's already stacked the Ancients once as well, so prepping for the Luna later on. And the Aware supports just look kind of lost. I feel like they haven't really done a whole lot just yet. They know that they'd like to kill the Clockwork, but Mag's just playing back very defensively pretty much at all times. Does move forward now, however, so see maybe a bit of kill potential.
Disruption's up here. They're gonna need a Nyx Assassin Impel. I don't know if they can get this kill. Alchemist is chilling a stun. The Impel goes in. Mag still pretty tanky. Does get the cogs off. There's a TP coming in as well. A lot of damage being dished out on Mag, and it's gonna get graved up. Great TP from Bankscore. That'll save Mag's life, and Mag has a salve. He should do salve up, and he's going to get this kill on Roger. Wow. Nice reaction from Vangscore. Turns that bottom gank around, and, well, that's adding just insult to injury right now. As now we're going to see another kill in the top lane. Sanking with a wraparound. They're looking for the Centaur here. Luna needs to be careful. Has to dodge this stun. We'll go into the trees here. We'll pick up the kill now. Shouldn't even TPing in for this one. There's a Burrow Strike in 3 seconds. They may get another kill here. Oh dear. Burrow Strike catches out the Shadow Demon. 1 or 2 more right clicks. Luna's even going to get the kill. A double kill at top lane for Silent. That's a bit of a disaster for Aware Gaming. Just 3.5 minutes in and 4-0. Not even all about the kills at this point. It's just about Empire winning all 3 lanes, essentially.
Yeah, Nightstalker, slight CS lead mid, but just not a huge deal, honestly, since Resolution is still getting his farm, and that's what he's there for. And if nobody can help the Nightstalker in ganking through the mid game, then whatever levels of farm he has aren't really going to be too scary, because the supports can just buddy up, Empire can sit under their towers, and feel pretty secure.
Yep. Well, Resolution is going for that full Quaswex build, has his phase boots online and pretty much good to go. And this is not going to be a bottle invoker, which means you can leave these runes as much as possible for the supports, for other heroes on the map. Clockwork, did he go for a bottle? He hasn't gone for one just yet. May want to pick one up later on, just since the mid hero won't be getting a bottle. But this trialing for Aware just isn't really doing a whole lot, and their other lanes are just not doing much either. It is the first nighttime now, so Nightstalker could look to move around, but Nightstalker during the first night is nowhere near as scary as he used to be because of him not hitting that at that high of a level yet.
Yeah, the first night's early, it's not normally that impactful, it just ends up being maybe 1 kill. Mag gets jumped.
Yeah, this time there is a grave. Once again there's a grave. Mag will get kept alive just that little bit longer. They are going to look to chase this one down. It looks like this kill, and Mag, yeah, will be brought down. The grave may be like half a second too early, but that would have been tricky to save his life regardless.
It can be really hard to judge with the Soul Catcher as well.
Yeah.
That last tiny bit of the HP bar, you never quite know. So I think that was okay from Vanscore, and Aware finally getting on the board. So good for them.
Yep. Sanking now, farming a big neutral stack here. Oh, Nightstalker's nearby. He can come in and lead some experience here, but Sandking's not coming out of this sandstorm anytime soon. Lol's going to be waiting around for a long, long time. Well, Darkness gets used here. Sandking, yeah. These Centaurs have still got a good 10-15 seconds left on them, so Lolik, he's being patient. That's for sure. He's really banking on getting this kill, and Sandking maybe realizes this because he's not getting all the experience. He'll see the Nightstalker now. Nightstalker comes in, takes the Centaur, may look to take a few more of these, uses the Void. Yeah, he gets all of them, but Always Wanna Fly still gets the experience and also avoids a kill. So sure, he doesn't get all the fun that he'd like to, but end of the day, it's not a huge loss for him, I feel like. Dying there would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, and that's just basically free farm for Resolution in the meantime, so rockets him up to the top of the CS charts.
Yep. Well, now Sanking Dazzle could be looking to make a move here. They do head back towards this top lane, and Centaur, he's going to be really careful. He's got his Tranquil Boots up, so he is slowly regenning his HP, but we're going to see Dazzle attempt to swing through this top lane. Not going to find too much right now. Nyx is also rotating up top, so looks like Aware are ready for this aggression coming out from Team Empire.
Is this Midas Alchemist, or is it Shadowblade Alchemist? I kind of want to see Shadowblade. Honestly, I think it fits in much better with the Centaur and the Nightstalker, but I guess we'll see what he does.
He's got 3 points in stun, so it does have at least is maxing that out first by the looks of things. Nightstalker gets smoked up at this top lane just to make sure he avoids any potential lane wards. There aren't any up there, but better safe than sorry when you're ganking as a Nightstalker. If you rotate and you get spotted by an Observer Ward and waste your time, it's really very painful. And he's going to look for this kill here on the Luna. Luna does have Agi Treads, needs to get to those Strength Treads as soon as possible. Doesn't actually toggle them at all. Has backup though. Dazzle there as well. Tornado EMP coming out. This is going to really cripple Aware. We may see the Centaur go down as well. Clockwork shows up to the party as well. Hasn't got a hookshot just yet. It looks like Zako on the Centaur should take a fall. Max hasted up. He's still chasing. He's got that bottle. Now he's going to go on Stress here. Stress has got no way out. And it looks like he's going to be the second here at the top lane to take a fall. And Nightstalker, he just gets hell out of there. That EMP Tornado doing some serious work on the Aware lineup.
And Empire were just so ready for that gank. Vanscore was hovering behind the Luna, ready to drop a grave. I don't even know if they needed both heroes rotating up to counter gank there. They could have just graved, eclipsed, and then had the Invoker TP. But
They needed the Clockwork for the
Nicely
chasing.
played.
I don't know if they would have gotten... Like, they maybe get one kill, but I don't think they definitely don't get the second without the Clockwork, so... It's probably okay, but... It is the Shadowblade Alchemist you talked about. This is... I mean...
this is old school. Well,
Yeah.
like a few patches ago.
Silent gonna pick up another kill. Let's pay for it with his own life. A level 3 double edge. Can pick up the Stampede as well now. Zeko gets the Sun under the tower on Vainscore. Pops the Stampede as well. Clockwork gonna show up for this one. He's looking for a hookshot on Roger. Oh, is he gonna go back in? He's got it. He's gonna hook on Roger. Battery Assault still up. The cogs there as well. Roger should take a fall here and always want to fly with the Sandstorm, helping things out. As Vainscore does go down. The Dazzle and return, and it looks like Nightstalker trying to catch up Mag here in the trees. Alchemist, he's gonna stun himself as well as Mag. The melee, he gets in close enough range that he actually hits him with the stun, even though he doesn't throw it. So they're going to lose the Clockwork as well in the end there. So a nice turnaround from Aware, getting a few key kills in this top lane.
Look at Always Wanna Fly's gold. I mean, okay, first props to him. Nice opportunistic ward as he was retreating from that fight. I don't know if that'll last. I think the Nightstalker may have spotted it, but also he's just got 1,500 gold. Blink Dagger is on its way soon.
That was with the Nightstalker sweeping in and taking about 200 gold, taking 3 big neutral creeps from him. So hasn't slowed him down all that much. He still will be like a maybe 11-12 minute Blink Dagger at this rate, which is perfectly fine here. You just need the brown boots, the Blink Dagger, and then you can go back for the arcane boots later on as needed.
So for Aware to win this game, I think the next nighttime is the absolutely crucial marker for them. They've got the Shadowblade up on the Alchemist. He's ready to start TPing around, start looking for some kills. The Nightstalker's coming into his own a little bit, can pick up some treads in just a second. And if they can get a bunch of kills and secure some towers afterwards, then maybe they're looking all right. The one really nice thing for them as well is if they can get the farm and get a BKB on the Nightstalker and the Alchemist, then I think things are really looking up. So we'll see. I don't think they're as in bad as position as you would think, given how the early game started out with that first blood and then just unanswered kills all over the map from Empire.
Yeah, it's a 2k gold lead, but realistically that's not too big of a deficit, and Alchemist can easily get some momentum for this team with the Shadowblade. If he sets up kills well over the next couple minutes, things are looking good for them. The problem is right now he's just got the brown boots, wants to get some phase boots to go with this, wants to start looking towards his next item, and it's also just only level 6, so the Alchemist not exactly that higher level, even after getting involved in a couple of those kills. As I think they're making a joke here. They're being funny.
I think so.
I mean, remakes are a thing. Like, you can remake from saves.
Yeah, can remake back to 30 seconds ago. And the replay takeover feature would actually be super useful if it wasn't so buggy, because that would mean that you could do any time and not just on the minute. But
oh yeah.
I think at the moment it's just not really usable. People already point out that reloading from save can cause some weird bugs.
Yeah.
And I think that the replay takeover can be even worse. It's just not something that people use a whole lot either. So I don't know if the bugs really get reported, and I don't know if it's really a priority.
Yeah, like neither of those features gets used much at all. Even the just reloading from a save normally, it's something that happens so infrequently. Like you say, the bugs. Well, there isn't enough like actual testing done to find the bugs related to it.
Yeah, and we still have things like, I think is that courier bug still in, where the courier just randomly stops accepting the hotkey inputs and you have to move it manually. That's really frustrating. I saw somebody posting that was that affected like a pro game the other day. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, hey, Valve will always have some of their own special features, although that one sounds a bit more like a bug than a feature. But
I guess it's an equal bug, right? Both teams can potentially suffer from it equally. So.
Yeah. Well, assuming it affects both teams, maybe it only happens to one team in a game. But things are ready to get back underway here. Aware versus Team Empire. We're here in our best of one Starladder Europe, day 23. Empire already picking up a win earlier today against Team Alliance. But this time around, well, they're looking like getting actually some competition here with Aware. Yamaha at the bottom lane looking for the kill here. Mag's hiding in the trees. Are they actually going to come scout him out?
There was
they
a
don't
ping
check him
from the Nyx assassin. I'm pretty sure he pinged it, but oh well, never mind.
Oh, because they had the lane ward too.
Yeah, they had the ward. They were like, where did he go? Is he in the side? Is he in the trees? Did he TP out? And
They
now
didn't-
their suspicions are confirmed.
Well, they didn't even check the secret shop, so he could have just as well been at the secret
Yeah.
shop as well. Yeah, he could have got into the
Yeah,
secret
definitely.
shop, which they didn't check either.
It is worth pointing out that Empire, they come into this game as the favorite, but it's also pretty important for them to win this one because I think they have 5 games or something left after this, or 4 games, and they're all against teams in the top 8. So potentially important games there. And Mag, counter initiation. Roger made a bit of a mistake jumping on him with no backup.
Yeah, he just gets destroyed there. Gets a demonic purge up. Mag will heal off this damage with the bottle if he wants to. And, Tornado EMP, this one will catch out, it looks like, yeah, Nyx Assassin will get brought down here. The Poison Touch to follow and Stress will go down. Multi-kill for the Invoker. He gets himself a double kill at the bottom lane.
Oh, and he inadvertently canceled the Alchemist's TP as well.
wow.
He was TPing top to try and go and gank the Luna, I think, to back up the Centaur. Stun, Stampede in, chain stun, but unfortunately it was 2 in a row, so he's going to go back to base.
Theoretically saves the Luna's life, because I don't think Luna would have expected the Alchemist to be coming up there, so...
There
Actually,
is the lane ward.
yeah,
so-
that's... No, good point. They have got the lane ward. So Sankey now, 11-minute Blink Dagger is online. I mean, for Empire, things are looking good here. You mentioned they've still got 5 matches left against some of the top teams, but they've only got 1 loss in Starladder, so they're looking really good to advance to the playoffs. And sure, they're versing some of the tougher teams, but they've already beaten Alliance and Na'Vi, who are basically the 2 toughest teams here in Starladder. So I think they still got matches against like Fnatic, Sigma, Cloud9. They haven't versed Cloud9, I believe. So actually, no, they have versed Cloud9. They beat Cloud9 as well.
The remaining matches are Fnatic, VP, Power Rangers, and Roxkiss. So maybe some potential upsets,
Yeah.
especially with Power Rangers and
But-
VP and whatnot. But
You'd still expect them to win at least half of those
Yeah.
matches. Like, worst case scenario, they win half of them, and then they're sitting on 3 losses, and they're in the top 4 for the LAN finals. So,
oh man, Roger, bye.
Rogers he's just going for some big YOLO plays here, often looking for kills on his own. The backup is coming now, but the Alchemist doesn't want to really commit to this one. Throws the stun onto Vangscore. Nightstalker there as well. The EMP as well as the Cold Snap may even be enough to lock down Log. Can place 6 a bazillion burst damage there. Tornado gonna go flying. Alchemist gets caught up by this one. The Shadow Blade with the long cooldown. Now this may be Yamaha dead as well. He gets dusted up regardless, and always on a fly coming in with the Blink Burrow Strike. Finishes him off, and that's Nightstalker dead during nighttime, and the oh so important second nighttime as well. That's really bad news. Actually, no, it wasn't second nighttime. It was just the darkness being used. But second nighttime about to hit, and then Aware need to make this next 4 or 5 minutes of the game count and really count hard.
Yeah, and it's going to be difficult because Empire can just kind of sit on this lead right now. If they wanted to just sit back on their side of the map behind tier 1 towers for the entire duration of this nighttime, they definitely could. So Aware have to make even riskier plays to try and pick up kills.
Well, gradually losing more and more map control with the tier 1 at bottom tower going down. And the tier 1 mid and top are both very low as well if Empire do want to try and make a play for them. For now, though, Mag happy just to get a bit more farm and XP at the bottom lane. He's close to his Blade Mail. Just 20 gold away from that. Meanwhile, Invoker has picked up a 4-star, so this is going to make it just a little bit even harder for your Nightstalker to get these kills. They are going to engage on top lane. They're looking for Zacho. He pops the Stampede, but the Cold Snap just locking him in place. Another kill going the way of Empire. They do lose this Sand King. That was at bottom lane, so looks like Sand King.
Nightstalker Alchemist found him.
Yeah. Well, Ancient's being stacked here. Nyx Assassin scouts them out, but this is a huge stack. Luna's going to come over and just get filthy rich off of that stack.
Yeah, and Silence already pretty huge. That First Blood, got a Dominator, got a Yasha, BKB is going to come up off the stack.
He's kind of committing to this tier 1 mid tower. It's already pretty low, so he's thinking he can maybe get this Alchemist. Not actually there with the Shadow Blade. Oh, hookshot coming in. They're going on the Nightstalker. This is going to be a dead Lolok Nightstalker. Tier 1 tower to follow. Luna picking up the last hit. Now there's going to be a Burrow Strike through. They're going to get another kill here. The Shadow Demon gets thrown up in the air. Brought down. Blockwork with a double kill. Oh, they saw this courier. They pinged it. They're going courier hunting. Game on, and this courier is as good as dead. It looks like 1 or 2 more right clicks. He's going to get it as well. Oh boy. Nothing going right at all this game for Team Aware.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable summary. Unfortunately. And the other thing as well, they're really pick-off oriented with their lineup. So Empire, the decision is not going to be just back off and be scared of the pickoffs. They're just all going to 5-man down mid and pick up some more towers and get even further ahead. And not sure what Aware can really do to stop them.
Yeah, Lorik's going to try and go in and engage this one. Tornado EMP comes out. That's going to catch out the Centaur, destroys his entire mana pool. Luna thinking about maybe going with the Eclipse. The Burrow Strike going to catch out the food. The Eclipse may finish off Lolik. They lose 2 instantly. Empire just making this game look too easy right now. EMP Invoker just crushes this Aware lineup. Like this to me is just a horrible outdraft, as among other things. Like Empire obviously the stronger team, but the draft is just making this game look even worse than it really is.
It's not even like the Invoker was last pick we caught you. You have all of these mana dependent strength heroes, so the Quasvex Invoker is going to be great. Oh, and poor Hakon.
There, just pick off after pick off, and it really is just like, I mean, we're at the same time playing a bit sloppy. Like we saw Shadow Demon Roger fight the Clockwork when he shouldn't be fighting him. We've seen Centaur get caught out alone a couple times. Looks like Yamaha is going to be looking for a stun here. Ooh, can he find the Sand King? Doesn't actually get to throw it. Sand King actually blinking away as well. So, it's struggle town.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot, and Resolution's having a little bit of fun as well. Looks like he's working on a Dagon. So
yep. Why not? I guess why not?
Yeah. Normally it would be the Hex. I think Resolution on Quasvex Invoker always goes the same skill build and always goes the same item build as well. It's always Phase, Drum, Force, Hex. But looks like this time around they're gonna deviate a little bit and go for the Dagon. Yep. I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't feel like it. That's definitely not the case here, as we do have Luna. Manta Style, Helm of the Dominator, hasn't actually gone for this Ancient stack. It's been sitting here for some time, but just deciding not really needed. He can just get more elsewhere on the map as far as farm goes, as far as applying pressure. It looks like Empire are going to be just grouped up near this bottom lane. They go for a mini smoke here, just the Sand King as well as the Invoker. And they see so much here. Their map control is just fantastic with visions. Near the middle lane, they've got vision. Actually, this one gets dewarded now, so Nyx Assassin does find the Observer Ward here, but it's too late. Centaur going to get caught out. Looks like the Tornado EMP going to catch him out. The Epicenter even being used to secure the kill. Alchemist is going to start shelling up a stun here. Going to look for the Sand King. We'll get him with the stun here, but is the follow-up going to be enough here? The Night Stalker comes in, gets the Silence of Vendetta hit into an Impale, and this means no grave, as the Impale hits the Dazzle as well, so possibly an okay initiation from Aware, but it looks like Clockwork coming in will force back Aware. Cold Snap goes out on your Night Stalker. Lolik may just take a fall to this one. The Battery Assault's up. It pops a Blade Mail as well. Lolik, 1 or 2 more right clicks. He gets brought down as well. Man getting the last hit with a Rocket Flare. He's on a mega kill streak, and things just going from bad to worse for Aware.
Yeah, and Empire, there's still a tier 1 tower up top for the Radiant, but looks like they just don't really care. And it's odd because this is normally like the most inconsequential tower for the Radiant in the game. They'll normally give this away, you know, with even the slightest push, but no. Empire aren't even concerned about their gold. They get a little bit of damage on the tier 3, and then back they go.
Yep. Well, they're probably thinking maybe they will go Roche, take this Ancients at some point. Luna just getting more and more farmed. Luna takes the enemy Ancients, but won't take her own Ancient stack. Like, come on, Silent. Let's go. To your own Ancients, and it looks like that's where he's finally heading. As elsewhere, Resolution just going to walk into an Observer Ward here by himself, so he needs to be a bit careful. He has got that Dagon 1-up. Not really getting too much out of this rotation through the enemy jungle, though.
And Aware just kind of taking whatever farm is still available to them. They've re-established their map control a little bit with these wards, so a couple of camps here and there, but you do definitely not want to be on the back foot with a Night Stalker and a Shadowblade Alchemist, and that's firmly where they find themselves planted right now. And Always Wanna Fly has somehow made his way all the way over into the trees.
Yeah.
Scoping things out.
There were pings on him, but I think it was his... No, yeah, it was pings coming out from Aware. They know he's in there. They either saw or heard the Burrow Strike, I think it was, because I think Yamaha's trying to bait this, but he needs to be careful because the Invoker can do a lot of damage very fast. Mag will get caught out here. That's not a good place to be. The Tornado EMP coming in. That's going to keep Mag alive a bit longer. He's got an armlet up as well. That actually can help save his life as well. The kill actually goes. The Night Stalker gets pushed away by the Cogs, and Lolik now in all sorts of trouble. Dazzle elsewhere did end up going down here. I think the Nyx Assassin was part of the reason behind that one. Lolik still getting chased down by the Invoker. Decides against it, switches target, goes on the next, forces out a Vendetta here, and there's going to be a Blink Burrow Strike. The hookshot going to catch up Yamaha as well. He's got no Shadow Blade for 3 seconds. He's going to be brought down as well, and Sand King stunned up. 4 heroes dead. Nightstalker the only survivor. He's on sub 100 HP. Back at base. And Empire will finish the tier 2 tower. They've got an Eagle Song now on your Luna. These things are just going fantastic for them.
Yeah, super convincing performance, and it took this game pretty seriously as well. You know, like we pointed out, a lot of their top picks for this patch in this game.
Yeah, even if they did kind of build towards some more casual fun items later on, but definitely early on they were very serious. As Shadow Demon gets destroyed and obliterated by an Invoker Dagon. Dagon 3 now back at base for Resolution. They'll lose Luna though. Oh, Deafening Blast, not enough. Sand King goes in, Epicenter Burrow Strike. It's a bit too late to save the Luna, but it will maybe enough to clean up here. Centaur looking for a return kill on the Sand King, not going to come. The Grave going to keep the Sand King alive. He TP's home, and it looks like Invoker Resolution may have overstayed his welcome. He goes way too deep in the enemy base. They're trying to kill off Lolik here as well. Lolik, the physical damage. Is this going to be enough? The evasion! Oh, the miss chance is there. The Poison Touch will get the kill regardless, but that one miss, unfortunately, working against the Dazzle, but in the end, he still gets a kill. GG is called. Aware have had enough. They tap out, and Empire get themselves another win in Starladder Europe.
Dire victory.
Things looking good for them to, I guess, at least make their way into the playoff portion. How many teams out of Europe for
4 teams
the finals?
from Europe?
Okay, nice.
Then, so,
is there even playoffs?
No, there's no playoffs. Unlike America and Korea and China, it's a different format for Europe. It's the format that Europe's had for the past season.
Forever.
So
yeah.
Empire now go up to 10-1, I believe. So that's pretty good. I think they pretty much sealed the deal as far as qualifying for the LAN finals. Unless they somehow bomb out and lose their last 4 matches, they should be going to the LAN finals in Kiev. So that's good news for them. It's going to be interesting to see which 4 teams go, because right now Alliance, they finished 11-4, which generally speaking is good enough. But you've got teams like Na'Vi who only have 1 loss so far. You've got Cloud9 who only have 2 losses, and then you've got your Fnatic and Sigma who each have 3 losses as well. So this is going to be a tight race towards the end. And while games like Empire vs Sigma and Empire vs Fnatic maybe doesn't matter much for Empire, for Sigma and Fnatic, that's a kind of game they've got to win if they want to qualify for the LAN finals.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to look at who has who to play remaining in the group, because that could determine a whole lot with how many important matches you have left. Navi's
played Fnatic and Alliance, I know. So one of Fnatic's losses are like to Na'Vi, like Cloud9, I want to say. Like they've had some tough opponents for Fnatic, so I think Fnatic still has some easy matches left. As for Sigma, I think they've had 1 loss to like Next KZ, so I don't think they've done as well in general. So we'll see. But that does it for this match. We've got 1 more game coming up. If you're welcome to join me, Basekit, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. It's pretty late over in Australia, I believe. So
yeah, 22. But I'll probably jump in for 1 more.
Okay.
I stayed up for Na'Vi versus Alliance last night, so my sleep schedule's already messed. So yeah,
cool.
4 games. Sounds fun.
Well, we got a Head versus Virtus Pro up next, and then that's going to be the last game which I cast. We're going to hand the stream over to Mort to finish off Starladder Europe. I'll pop up the schedule for you guys quickly here, because we've got to get ready for in the studio. We've got episode 3 coming up later today. That's going to be with No Tail as well as Purge on the show. But for now, we're going to go into a quick break. When we come back in about 30 minutes time, we'll have Virtus Pro versus Head, guys. Stay tuned for more Starladder Europe action.